Eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flew elevator, we fix it. To the bank home, I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend want me alone. None of my bitches to be your home, and I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Get Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Stunt.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. Unlike therapist, unlike most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Big dog from the Tether Road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. I snack my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Packers, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on
He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He's not their bell cow. He's certainly not their breakaway type of runner. He got the job done. He simply had to get forward, reach the first down before the defense could knock him back.
First and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up second down. They'll throw it. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's got to gain a 6 there. DJ Reed brings him down that time. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Dukes out of one stop. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a gain of 17. First down, Packers.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Second down now, 7 to go. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And it'll be 2nd and goal, still a couple of shots at this one. Now looking to throw. He's got it!
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Third down from the gun. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Back to throw, needs the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he's up over 80 receptions on the season. An impressive number, and it's good enough to sit him among the league's best as well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
A first carry now for the rookie out of Ole Miss. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground, Corum. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Able to get it to Reed. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. He'll just call for a fair catch here, and what incredible field position for them after that kick. No return on that punt. And the Lions more than happy to take over in enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Daniels on 1st down. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Detroit. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's shown some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Out now runs the Packer offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds Smith and Jigba. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 37. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That goes as a punt of 43 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Packers all set to get back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He gets this one to Lloyd. He has room past the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. But so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Looking to the air here. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Give to Corum from the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And that one's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On target to Musgrave. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Packers looking for a score before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jelani Tavai picks it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they locked in and try to stick him deep. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all. But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jelani Tavai picks it off. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's good for the Lions.
Out of the gun, Daniels hits his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Daniels to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Reed's got it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is reeled in by Reed. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is ahead for about 5. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. Offense to the line for second down. They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
An alert play defensively there, and got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Hauled in by Musgrave. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. And the Lions into a nickel set for third down. They're throwing it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Lloyd running dead ahead. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. DJ Reed brings him down that time. A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Back to throw. That's complete to Musgrave. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Lonnie Tavai ranging in for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. They run once more with Lloyd. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Pass play on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nevis with a point after. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game.
Packers 14.
Nevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds Laporta. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Corum. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. For him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's packed. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jelani Tavai picks it off. And the Lions get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds his back complete. And this one doesn't go far. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dumped off to his running back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Daniels. He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Has it in close. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They send a man in motion. Back to him again on 3rd and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there. Back-to-back stops and decision time now on 4th and goal. Koo able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try and throw it here. Looking for a target. And they pick him off again! Picked off by DJ Reed. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Lions making a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a game of 10. And the Packers first down.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Gets this one to Blake Corum. Hits some space around midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Throwing it again here. And they pick him off again! Derwin James picks it. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. He'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Motioning the tight end now. Back-to-back carries here. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It'll be a gain of 5, so now 4th and short. A decision to be made coming up here.
It's 4th down.
Back to the well again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to Musgrave. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jelani Tavai picks it off. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that...
And in for the Detroit touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kirby Joseph picks it. Escapes a defender. And the Lions have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's headed the wrong way on the reverse. They got him behind the line. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Koo able to put it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Cape, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Dropping back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals.
Yes, them a look good.